Okay, so far there haven't been any leaf blowers going on, so let's see if we've got this. I got a few things from Ulta, and the first thing I'm gonna put on right now as I'm talking to you. The Ulta thing, this is not like an Ulta haul video. This is just gonna be a Chatty get ready with me. But if you notice, I have this big friend here, and I've been getting a lot of these cystic types of pimples, and they're really annoying because they take forever to come to the surface, and they're just there and they hurt. And you know, like there's not much you can do about it. Like I put stuff on, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna try. I had a free sample of pimple patches a long time ago, but they weren't this kind. So I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna try it for the first time. We're gonna put it on now as I did my skincare. To a mirror. Now I think it's said to like hold it on for like 20 seconds or something. Yeah, press lightly for 20 seconds. All right, so I guess while I'm holding this, I can also give a little update. So I'm not doing it later. I had my biopsy done, and okay, I guess a little bit of a trigger warning for people, although it's a good news at the end of it, but you know, so I had my regular mammogram, then I had to do a diagnostic mammogram with an ultrasound as well, and then they wanted a biopsy. So I just did the biopsy, and they found that everything is fine, which is great news. All right, this seems to be on, and it is pretty invisible. You know, like, I mean, like, if you're looking for it, but it's actually kind of, you know, considering I feel like the pimple was more noticeable than this, so I will take it. So, all right, hopefully this works. I will have to report back. I was basically getting this one based on what they actually had in stock for pickup for my Ulta, and I was going to the grocery store, so I was gonna get something there because they had some there, but they cost more, and so I'm like, well, then I guess I'll just do Ulta. I have a gift card, and yeah, this was one of the cheaper ones. This is the Mighty Patch, but the micro point one. So we'll see. All right. That is taken care of. I will go ahead and show you the other things I got. Nothing very exciting, which was kind of the whole, like I had a few things saved. So I use this soap for washing my brushes, and I'm running low. I don't know. It's almost used up. It lasts for a really long time. It was $5.99. This time it was $6.99. Things go up in price, but you know, it does last a really long time. And so far it has been fine on my brushes for a bunch of years because someone recommended it on YouTube. So then I started doing it. I got a new Milani lip liner because as you know, I've been working on, oh, wait a second. That's not really sealed. Someone had I mean, it doesn't look used, and I can sharpen it, but that's a little bit annoying. Okay, I wish I had noticed that at the store. But what am I gonna do now? Yeah, so I'd been using up the one I had, and this is actually a different color. I wanted to try it. Let's see. I'm just gonna test it on my arm. It might be a little bit warmer than I want, but we'll see also once it's actually on my lips. Wow, that is not a very good angle for a swatch thing, but. Oh, and so speaking of sharpeners, I have one, and thanks to Samar here on YouTube, I didn't realize that they make ones. Although does it? Oh yeah. That come with a little cleaning tool. And so I got this NYX one. It also has a lid, and I'll talk about why that matters too. But yeah, this little thing. I just was always using my fingers and trying to do the best I could. I'm like, what? They make that? So I on purpose looked for one that had that. and also for one that has a lid, because the last time I traveled, I realized I didn't bring my sharpener with me, but it also would have been a pain because the stuff there's no lid or anything like that. So I like that, because I mean, even with the little scrapey tool, it's still going to get dirty, so this way it doesn't make everything my makeup bag a mess. I guess the cat might come out. It seems pretty sturdy. I could always tape it though if I feel it's becoming a problem. But yes, so this was on my like next order I do. Now there is leaf blowing. Okay. And then also the soap thing was a must need. And then the zits was kind of a last minute thing, like the last night, where I was like, you know what? I want to do something for this because this is going to be around for a long while and I get them regularly. So let me just figure out if this works. And if it doesn't, then fine. And if it does, then I don't have to suffer. All right, well, I'm going to sharpen this and let me figure out what other makeup I want to do. All right, basically I'm just going to be using a bunch of my panning project items. So sometimes I actually have been recently, I'm not going to do it today, but I have been using concealer all over my face lightly, like just like a few dots and then spreading it out with a brush. Because I've been having some redness, although like right now my face, I'm not noticing it other than like these two big spots, and it didn't really work much for those. But yeah, I went to use my Flower concealer yesterday and realized, although I might put a little bit under my eyes. Actually, I'll use my e.l.f. I went to use my Flower concealer yesterday and realized that it did not smell the same anymore. Like just all of a sudden, because I've been using it, not every day, but you know, multiple days recently. And yeah, it just did not smell right. And so I just immediately threw it out. I thought about filming something saying I'm decluttering this or whatever, but nah, it's not worth it. I still have my NYX concealer. I bought that one after the Flower that was more recent. So it's fine that I can just focus on using that one up and then decide, do I want to like kind of keep that around? I was kind of enjoying it a bit. Yeah, because it's like, it's not as, sometimes I have more redness happening on my face, and right now at this moment it's not, so you know, I don't feel the need. But I was, you know, like thinking like for Christmas and stuff, when like being around all the people and doing things, doing pictures and all, might want a little bit more perfected face and all that. Like it was actually looking nice in pictures, and so all right, what am I thinking? Yes, so I already did my eye primer. Since the leaf blower is happening, I'm going to stop with me talking right at you and do a little bit of a voiceover. Okay, I filmed a bunch of stuff that didn't make it to camera, so that was really disheartening. Because now I don't even remember all the things that I talked about. About the biopsy. So some things that I didn't know, you can't shower after it because you don't want to get it wet for 24 hours. You're allowed to like sponge bathe or things like that. So that's what I had to do. But that would have been nice to know ahead of time, I felt like. Probably obvious, but you can't do ibuprofen. You could do acetaminophen or Tylenol. Because the whole blood thinning and all type of thing. What else was it? Oh, it really didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. The actual day of, that was fine. Sort of like as I walk around or move and all, sometimes I still feel a little bit, but that could be like that there's a bruise there. It looks a lot better than I thought it would, so that was helpful, because otherwise I was like, it's like when you peel off a bandage when you have like a surgery or something and you don't know what it's gonna look like underneath. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm sure there are other things that I wanted to share. I mentioned that on Instagram you can see my these orange and greens are basically because I have them in my Time to Pan project on there. So if you want to check that out, then you can see how I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, I guess, make this shorter because I don't remember everything. So, oh well. They are calling for windstorm tonight, starting actually during the day today. So I am hoping that it is not so bad. I'm off to go do more prep for, you know, having things ready as best I can before that. You can't really prepare fully because, I don't know, like it's either gonna be like not an issue at all, or like a minor inconvenience, or like possibly like some huge, like, because I didn't live here then, but like 20 years ago, they had some really big one where power was out for like a week and there was no gas at the gas stations for that time either because they didn't have power. So yeah, I don't know. And we have family coming into town tomorrow. So I'm really hoping that it's not a big thing and that's not even a minor inconvenience. So we'll see. Also, because I'm supposed to be doing art lessons at my kids' school for both of them this week, so I would like to be able to do that. I also was trying to talk about the things that I was excited for that I brought in today, that like the lip liner's good. I'm hoping that this pimple thing works. The pencil sharpener I'm very excited for. So, yeah, gosh, okay. My powder is almost used up. I don't think I talked about that. But then I'm going to be switching back to my e.l.f. one. So I will point out the difference in color. You should be able to see, I hope, that this is definitely more of a, like, it has a little bit of color to it, whereas this is just white. So I'm going to see how I feel about that, because this has been my old favorite, but maybe I will feel differently now. Okay. I did use the new lip liner, and I liked it a lot. I actually found out that, I realized in use that it's almost the same color as this lipstick that I have that is almost gone, which is great because then I can just be using this when this is all used up, or also be using them together right now. I also put a little bit of lip oil on top. But thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, I hope you'll be doing well, and I hope that I won't be all without power and all this wind. So I'll see you then. Bye.